Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore and this is Divinity Original Sin 2. So, couldn't really find anything specific about that ring, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Area Thirst, Geomancer, Necromancer. Alright. We'll put it on that. Put it on that. Okay. Seems alright. We'll go ahead and auto-sort everything. Origin Solution. So yeah, we're just gonna start looting here.
Nothing. Just more magister rubbish. Good to have my blood inside me again. I'd best get back to my...
Warden's Report, Intelligence Brief.
Order of Society, the magisters say. Not much bloody...
Journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of Ark's paladins. Each target is described in detail from the gender and hair color of each paladin to the fit and condition of their uniforms. You can barely make out the writing, so hard did its author press the pen against the page. From what you can tell, this report details the results of magisters' barbaric interrogation techniques. Level 18. If it had wits, I would use it. Alright. What else we got in here? Another Warden Report. I think it's the same one. Yep, same one. Brewer's Appendix. Oh, it's one I haven't read. This book looks old but unread, like an afterthought that was forgotten. The author complains that wizards and warriors write about using elemental essences to create magical scrolls, to enchant arrowheads, or create grenades, but none of them ever promote potions from essences. You can take note of one particularly interesting recipe that involves earth essence and is supposed to toughen your skin. You wonder what you could do with other essences should you find any.
Nothing. Just more magister rubbish.
Yeah. Potions. Stone scan requires earth essence, which I don't have.
Order of Society, the magisters say. Not much bloody order in this place.
Okay. Let's start. Plenty of these blessed water arrows. No, we don't need that. Okay. Auto sort, and then Syndalosa, Syndalosa, Syndalosa. It's pretty much gotten to the point where I don't actually need any of these arrows anymore. I mean, I guess I could have used the freezing arrows if I was, since I was struggling to find more ways to freeze people, but didn't think that far ahead. Alright. Anything else in the... Oh, Magister's Letter. Trifar, I know you like to wag that razor tongue of yours, but you need to keep yourself in check should Dallas come around. You remember Pretty? He had a tendency to talk back, just like you. Last time Dallas showed up, she brought that Verdeman character along with her. You know, the creepy fellow that's been teaching Alexander? Pretty just couldn't keep the jokes to himself, called Verdeman the Hammer's Hooligan, loud enough for everyone to hear. That was it. Verdeman snarled, waved his hand about, and Pretty burned from the inside out until he was melting in blue hot flames. He screamed to Dallas for mercy, but she just watched smiling until he was not but a pile of smoking ash. He's got to be more than just some wizard lackey, Trifara. He's so powerful even the whites looked terrified when it was all over. So I'm telling you, be on your best behavior. You don't want to be Verdeman's next example. Goer. We learned that Verdeman's cruelty and great power was widely recognized among the magisters, even among the white elites. Should we ever confront him, we need to do so cautiously. Well, we fought him before. He just kept trying to set me on fire. It was a little annoying.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers-in-arms, and my sworn magister comrades murdered by them.
Ask the spirit if all the magisters were killed.
I got Brant out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back here to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The void's welcome to the lot of them.
Now that you don't see any white magisters amongst the dead, what came of them?
Ah, who knows? Fled, probably. One of them ordered that we fight to the last man, and set this place alight, rather than let the paladins take it.
The spirit glances around again.
So much for that.
Ask the spirit where he took Brant.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
I may have killed a lot of magisters.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you?
Remind him that his comrade is wounded. Time is the essence if you're going to try to help him. Nope.
I'm not about to surrender Brant that easily. Now, off with you.
Well, I guess he's gonna bleed out then.
This fire was set on purpose.
The plaque reads, Order of Society.
Is there a plaque in each room? No. Alright, divine chest armor, you got my attention. I kind of already crafted some armor though. Frozen on contact provides finesse. It's not bad, it's just I have better. Alright. A key, huh?
The plaque reads, Loyal
To the divine, got it. about those? Never a dull moment. Alright. What do you got for me? Critical chance. Alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give this to, Losa. Oh wait, that's more stairs down. We got multiple ways to go down. Good for us.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Good for you. Pretty sure the empty cups are not worth anything.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Luckily I avoided all of them.
What's this then? The Paladins resorting to bringing in outsiders to try and decipher my work.
You have a trident. That's neat.
He sneers at you. His spectral form bears impressions of severe burn injuries.
No matter. You'll fail just like them.
Ask the spirit who he is exactly.
I was the High Cryptographer of the Magister Order, until the Paladins killed me. Coded letters, passwords, security measures, all my creation. Now that I'm dead, you'll never decipher any of it. My work will outlive you all.
Remark that the magisters seem to have set fire to their own building in an effort to destroy evidence. Hardly sophisticated encryption.
The spirit's smug demeanor gives way to an angry scowl.
Desperate measures made necessary by the treacherous actions of our so-called allies. My encryption guards the most important secrets.
Ask what he knows about the Paladin's accusation, treason, heresy, collusion with the Black Ring.
My task was to protect secrets, not to interpret them. But let me say this. The notion that we would have anything to do with the Black Ring is absurd. Patently absurd.
Last stand of the magisters. We spoke with the spirit of High Cryptographer Marwell, the magisters who devised the encrypted hatch. I see.
Traps. The magisters didn't want anyone poking around in here.
That's alright, we can take it.
What's this? I found something.
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch, with 4 numbered dials.
Take a closer look at the combination lock.
A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials.
1324.
Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place.
Alright, 1 second. Is it 1324? I don't
The
remember.
first dial must be set. A sequence of numbers has been
1324.
engraved on the face of the mechanism. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set.
I have the note somewhere in here. Purity. Discipline. Order. Loyalty.
The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from. The mechanism clicks once again. The third dial bears the same options as before. Another click. One last dial remains, with the same phrases as all the others. The final dial clicks. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the sound of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing. The hatch yields, clicking open.
No, it can't be. You cheated.
You literally had 2 notes with the answer on it. Even if you didn't have the answer on it, there's still the freaking plaques on the freaking walls that tell you it too.
My life's work. Defeated by some nobody.
Well, this nobody's 1 level higher than you. Bye-bye. Alright. We found an encryption hatch hidden in the Magister's barracks. The means to unlock it seems to be related to the motto of the It even tells you in the freaking journal. We managed to get past the encrypted hatch in the Magister's barracks, now to see what it conceals.
Often the strongest locks hide the darkest secrets.
Indeed. We found ourselves in some sort of archive vault beneath the Magister's barracks. The place is deserted. Books and papers are strewn all about. Did the Magisters ransack this place themselves? Found a hidden vault beneath the Magister's barracks. Perhaps down there we can find out more about Dallas's movements and what she intends to do with the Aedarin. Raymond's orders. This mundane list of duties looks to have been distributed amongst Magisters throughout Reaper's Coast. Alright, once again, like I mentioned before, I didn't really go into the barracks before. I've definitely never been down here before, so this is all new to me. There's a source on the floor. And stairs going down. No!
To maintain secrecy, what are the Magisters hiding?
Alright, I was not ready for that. I'll be back. I did not mean to step in there. I was trying to loot this. We have entered a large chamber deep in the vaults beneath the Magister's barracks. Could this be where Raymond and the White Magisters fled? Who knows? Not done looking at everything else yet. Alright. Let's take a look at that, the leggings. Finesse leggings. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But I'll stick with magic. Hey, a lamp. It's worth nothing though. apparently that painting's 150 pounds. Can you pick it? I don't think you can, but we'll try. Nope, thievery level too low. Alright, cleared that room. Open records. Prison transport vessel Seaborne Justice, live cargo inventory for conveyance to Fort Joy under the authority of High Justice Oravond. Do not allow. Hilda. Stingtail. Yeah, these are all people that we met before.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
So many people. All sacrificed for a lie. They deserve retribution.
I mean, some of them might have made it, right? Maybe if we put an end to all this, we might meet them again.
It's optimistic. Alright. We'll come back to that chest later. There we go. For a second I thought I was encumbered again.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Where? Oh, I see. There we go. Might as well just get rid of it now. Encrypted book. And civilian ledger. Alright, what do we got in here? Nonsensical words sprawl across this book as if an ogre had eaten the alphabet and vomited it upon the paper. You presume it to be some kind of code, but you have no interest in deciphering it. Given the context of this report, the Whites were keeping track of more than just sorcerers and paladins. They were building files on all of the Ark's populace. This report goes into great and unpleasant detail about Toy Sailor Sanders, who is apparently using sourced animate puppets for all kinds of grotesque purposes. Although the usual protocol would be to transfer him to Fort Joy immediately, the report bemoans the fact that Toy Sailor Sanders designed the Path of Blood in Ark's Cathedral, so he's untouchable for fear of angering Arhu. Craftsman of Dreams and Nightmares. We learn from Magister records that Toy Sailor Sanders was once a renowned engineer. He was part of the group that designed the Tomb of Lucian and the measures that guard it from intruders. We learned that the Toy Sailor Sanders engineered blah blah blah. We ought to seek him out. Alright. Onwards.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Not sure what trap that is. Amazed I didn't step on it. Go me. Decaying touch. Pretty much junk. Alright.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
I avoided that one too. Good for me.
What's this? I found something.
A button. Holy shit. That's amazing. I bet it's a trap. Alright, stuff on rune sizes. Guess I read it. You need your... Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, Magister reports. Scanning the interminably boring language of this bureaucratic report, you find mention of suspicious activity being witnessed close to Dr. Deva's mansion. The main thrust of the suspicion lingers around scruffy doors delivering barrels directly to his dock. Good to know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. Well, there's a book on that. It was a crafting book anyway, so that's not a big deal. This journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of Ark's paladins. Each target is described in detail, from the gender and hair color of each paladin to the fit. Oh, I've read that already. Boop. Next. Alright.
More Magister trickery.
Huh?
They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths.
I was just looting shit.
That didn't sound successful.
Interesting. Let's start sending that off.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Alright, I want to do this, so that can stop. Giant diamond, there's gold everywhere. Yay for Lucky Charm. Alright, a new magic hat. That is a heck of an upgrade. Take off the hat though. Lucky Charm, Wit, Scoundrel, all sorts of good stuff in there. Yeah, we'll take that. Extract. Then go to gear. This is known as Dark Knowledge. Select. Insert that. Can you pick it? I don't think you can, but you can try. Oh, it worked. I'm slightly surprised. Phoenix Dive. Tornado Staff of Magus. Didn't seem to do anything. Ooh. Oh ho. So this is another way into that room that I was in. Ho ho ho. Level 18 Geist. Yeah, we'll come back to you guys. Alright. Let's get going. Another encrypted book.
Careful now. That's a trap. Careful. I've spotted a trap. Careful now. That's a trap.
Trap disarmed. Mind. I don't know what that
There's some
did.
mechanism at work behind these walls.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what that did, but I kind of already did stuff. Kind of.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Grotesque jars.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
More encrypted books.
I've spotted something.
Where? There.
That didn't sound successful.
Key to the archive chest. Thanks. Go to wizardry. This code is known by all and followed by none. The most interesting part relates how you should refrain from drinking intelligence potions. We've read that before. Alright. There's something back here.
What's this? I found something.
It's locked though. Can you pick it? Oh,
That
Nice.
didn't sound successful.
I see. The buttons are labeled. That's divine. Back here is mind. There's a button there. Society. So society, divine, mind. I see. Society, body. So I need to find body. Was that up here? That's just a button. Society. Mind.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Yeah. I know about the traps already. Divine. That's on fire. That's body. All right. If it's still the same order as the encryption, which is 132, that'll be mind, body, society, divine. Mind.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Okay. Body.
That didn't sound successful.
Okay, so that wasn't right. Let's set that off. Okay.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Maybe it's supposed to be in order? Because in order, that'll be mind, society, body, then divine. So let's find society. That's divine. Society's up here.
There's some mechanism at work behind
Okay,
these walls.
that seems to be right. So next would be body. Don't want to be on fire, please. Thank you. Body.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
And then divine. So this one was in order.
That did the trick, by the sound of it. Careful now. That's a trap.
Indeed. That is a heck of a trap right there. I suppose you can wash that away for a bit. Didn't quite work. That's okay.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Death. Drita Ivyet has healing ritual, beautifully crafted, though rather ostentatious gold ring with a smooth rock set in its middle. Good for them. Another warden's report, but I think it's probably all the same. Yeah. Civilian ledger. Alright. Read. These pages contain intelligence on you, Aru, and Kim. Godwoken. From detailed spy reports, you can see finely written entries on your escape from Fort Troy, your trails through Reaper's Coast, and the haphazard mess that happened on the Nameless Isle. Aru. The notes mention to keep a close eye on Aru, as he has a tendency to disappear in cat form, but his presence is vital as a keeper of the temple. Kem. The notes mention that Dallas personally ordered a full investigation into the leader of the Paladins. She was worried that he may have learned about the Black Pit's operation. We learned that Lord Aru is the keeper of the cathedral. It seems that anyone who wishes to enter the tomb of Lucian will need his help.
You are no magister, no paladin either. Resourceful of you to breach our inner circle. I'm sure Marwell must be fuming. Tell me, does Ark still stand?
Say that yes, Ark still stands. Why would he ask such a thing?
Lately, I was investigating possible threats to Arks. My inquiries led me to suspect that a dwarven enclave was planning something significant from within the city's sewers. They've long used the sewers for smuggling contraband, but something changed recently. They seemed nervous. More guards, more hidden chambers, more secrets. I fear that an attack against the city might be imminent. Good Queen Justinia seeking to take advantage of the disarray in the Order, perhaps.
Ask what he thinks the doors are concealing exactly.
I don't know, but I do know that the dwarves ransacked a Divine Order ship. The Peacemaker. A vessel like that wouldn't bear just regular cargo. Whatever they're hiding down there must be brought into the light of day.
Ask about the contraband that the dwarves were smuggling.
There was nothing of great importance, just some restricted goods. It's whatever else they have that concerns me.
Yeah, that'll be the death fog. Say that you've heard enough and turn to other matters. Ask the spirit what happened to him.
What happened? I followed orders, that's what. Magister Raymond decreed that no white magister should fall into captivity, no matter what. Better a quick poison than a sloppy thrust from the Paladin blade, anyway.
Ask if Raymond is here.
Magister Raymond may not be with us in person, but his orders were clear, and we obeyed to the letter.
Alright. That went better than expected. Alright. Let's see what happens. Good shit. Alright, let's do this. No additional information. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just myself in between you guys. Teleport you a little bit closer. Strength boots. Intelligence gloves. I still rather keep the resistance stuff. For what it's worth. The boots on the other hand. Initiative, dodging, yeah, I'll take it. Gonna drop my strength a bit, but that's okay. Journal with note. Hey, you know, while you're standing there, how about you start getting some rain up? Rayman, our efforts to follow the true teachings of Lucian have taken an unlikely turn. In order to save Revelin from the evils of Source, we must first seek the aid of history's most notorious sorcerer, Brachus Rex. The Mad Sorcerer King will be able to lead us to the Edoran, and then we can purge Source from wherever it lurks in the world. A captured Black Ring necromancer named Tarquin has managed to raise Brachus from his grave. As long as he remains controlled by my leash, we shall be able to use him to put our plans into motion. Once we have prevailed, we can dispose of both Brachus and the Necromancer. Brachus shall remain at my side. I will present him to others as Master Vredeman, a scholar and advisor. I need your assistance in keeping Vredeman's true identity a secret. Our plan depends on it. Guard this information with your life. D. We learned that Vredeman is in fact Brachus Rex, resurrected by Tarquin on Dallas's command. We had better confront Tarquin about this as soon as possible. We have learned that Vredeman is in fact Brachus Rex, resurrected by Dallas so that she could use him to acquire the Eteran. We'll have to exercise extreme caution when confronting her if she had the Mad Sorcerer King as a lackey. Vredeman is in fact the Sorcerer King. Brachus Rex, Dallas forced Tarquin to resurrect him so she can control him with a dominating leash and use him to unearth the Eteran and other ancient source weapons as part of his as part of her ultimate plan. So more than likely he is not under any control at the moment. Raymond, I've received my final report from agents and ARCs. Our enemies are many, but my primary concern are with those individuals that know how to access the cryptolution. The first of these individuals is obvious, the Crypt's Keeper, Lord Aru. I know Aru is under your surveil. See that you increase your efforts and report any unusual activities to me. You must not interfere with the grand design. The second such individual is the toy seller Sanders, who himself helped construct the crypts. I do not fear the man, only his loose lips. Yet the locals consider him an eccentric, even if he were inclined to say how one might enter the tomb without undertaking the path of blood. I doubt there are many that would listen. Occasional observation should suffice. You have done well. I trust in your command. Trust in your continued loyalty. This report details the many and varied ways in which the dwarves are suspected of plotting a preemptive attack on the Divine Order. Following strict military protocol, the author of the report suggests the Order bide their time and wait to see what the next dwarven move may be. The handwriting in Raymond's private journal is so full of flourishes and whirls and loops that it almost seems as if he wants to obfuscate the meaning of the text within. Much of it sounds half-crazed, but some passages bear lucid details. Soon the grand design will be upon us. Soon it will be realized. The next time of the White Magisters has come, the grandest design of all. We have a sacred duty to cleanse the world of the filth of Source. Our Lucian guides us today as always, and I will have relished accompanying Dallas to the Tome of Lucian to see our final victory come to pass. But I'm needed here, and I shall see that my sacred duty is fulfilled. I will see no one enter the tomb, and I will destroy all papers, scrolls, and mines that would reveal the way. Alright, we got a lot of stuff. Last stand of the Magisters. Alright, we have learned that the Magisters truly believe that they are following the teachings of Lucian through their actions, but more importantly, we learned where Dallas is heading to, the Tomb of Lucian. We need to find Dallas as soon as possible, and that will require us to find a way to enter the Tomb of Lucian. We learned that tensions are running high between the dwarves and the Divine Order. The Magisters fear that the dwarves may be planning a preemptive strike. After exploring hidden vaults beneath the Magister barracks, we learned that Dallas intends to access the Tomb of Lucian at the cathedral. We're going to have to do the same. If we're to have any hope of stopping her, she's still in possession of the Eteran, and within it... Okay, yeah. We already read that. We discovered that Lord Aru and a certain toy seller named Sanders might know how to gain entry to the Crypt of Lucian. We should pay each of them a visit. I learned that Dallas is headed to the tomb, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Okay. This document contains the details of one Karen. Seriously, do not leave him unattended. The danger is immense. They didn't call him the mistake for nothing, you know. He can control massive amounts of source if given the opportunity. I shudder to think of what happened last time he was in full control of his powers. I can deduct one recipe from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. I will have to experiment with what I learned from these rhymes. I think I already know that one. Yep, I do. The book contains the description of several magical artifacts that have been forbidden by the Divine Order. As you flip through the book, your eye lands on a section about idols or rebirth, which I've read about before already. Alright. That is not even what I clicked, but whatever. You know what? Whatever. I'll take it. Mundane's list of duties. Okay. The White Magisters seek to purge all source from the world. Dallas has already stolen the source powers that resided in the Wellspring, and now she intends to purge the source powers that can be still found in the remains of Lucian the Divine. She seeks to enter his tomb, then use the Adirant on his corpse. Jar of Mind Maggots, Misty Diamond. This journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. More of the same. Found a crossbow in a bookshelf. Makes sense. Might actually be an upgrade for her though. It is... doesn't have any runes on it, but that's fine. Does do a bunch more damage though. Boop. Oh, somehow I switched control. Whatever. Alright. Well, I can do this real quick to make sure. Apparently I switched characters at some point. Oh, it's probably when it's when I switched to do the identify. That's what happened. So we'll fix that real quick. Alright, auto sort. Thank you. I already know how to make the mind maggot grenade. Memoirs. I remember when I was a kid we made water balloons. Okay. We already know about that. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's go on this side, but first... Raymond, when Brent told me Linder Kim had been shadowing Master Arhu, I figured exhaustion had made him paranoid, but now Timart has reported in kind. Kim is following Arhu, and his reason seems self-evident: to gain access to Lucian's crypt, which we must not allow to happen. Please advise, emotions among Lucian's faithful already run high. I cannot risk making accusations without solid proof. We discovered that the magisters have spotted Kim following Arhu and suspected Kim of seeking a way into Lucian's crypt. Well, not an issue anymore. It's really ensuring that you will find these items. Notes. Meeting notes. Present: Dallas, Alexander, Raymond, and Kim. Summary: sorcerers are to be invited to Fort Joy in turn until the Voidwoken threat is contained. Those who refuse the invitation will be otherwise compelled. A cure to sorcery will be sought and established among the self-same isle. Assenting opinions: Dallas, Alexander, Raymond. Dissenting: Kim. Two-handed axe. Alright, what do you got for me? Level 19 Divine Axe, 3 strength. Does have critical chance, lifesteal, burning, all the nice stuff. So yeah, I'll take it. So this will increase my... Yeah, it even has a rune slot, so let's look at the damage. 1265, 1388. Now it's 1500 and 1700. Manage runes. Insert a masterwork rune if possible. Actually, what we can do with that, we can combine that with one of our frames of power that we have laying around. There we go. Alright, 1800 to 2000. That thing is a beast. Alright. Alright, I'm running out of time here, unfortunately. We'll do the last bit of looting and then we'll talk to all the spirits next time. It's a big crafting Bible. Ednet Vor is a spear. Has sparking swings. Alright, well, when we come back, we'll talk to the spirits here. They probably don't have anything additional to tell us, but we'll talk to them nonetheless. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. See you guys later.